You guys, this is how to resign from a job with dignity. Number one, what's my first step? They asked, I called today and told my boss, supervisor, that I would be leaving, right? And then she said, we'll send over a letter of resignation. We decided, well, I haven't been on the job long enough to really expect to use you as a reference or even refer back to you about any job experience because I've only been there 2 months. You need to be there like 6 months or above and all that good stuff. So long story short, we're sitting here talking while we're a little buzzed. We're saying that not only would that information that I can put on this resignation be good for just making me feel better.
And also it should show the administrators of that program that they were losing value because they wouldn't make proper accommodations. All the things that you brought to that program, like I said, it's kind of like it's kind of a shame that you gotta get into a different state, right? For some things to come to you, because this was very recent today, and at the time, my mind wasn't clicking.
We're sorry if the volume's not good, you guys. I can't find my microphones right now. So I'm going to take a break and check the volume, and then I'm going to come back. Part 2 of the resignation process. What part of the conversation was I getting ready to implement and why into my letter?
Well, you was getting to the part where you're going to explain to them what value you brought to the company. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was unaware to us at the time, but you actually brought value to that program because of what you were actually teaching the children. And as I was listening to you talk about what you were doing and the conversations you were having, interactions you were having with these children, it dawned on me all of a sudden, wait a minute. Why wasn't the children being taught this before you got there? And what was going on with their motor skills before you got there? So it's like you made the program more valuable because it's like you said, you have the experience. You got young people there, right? Young women there, right? They don't have the same experience you got. And you may have some, and I just got to say it like this, y'all. You got some older white women there, right?
Same age.
Same age.
Or very close.
And they're not bringing that value to them children the same way you did.
How another incident happened with one of the kind of, what do they call them, my good, autistic children. Like I know his history, the basis of his history, so I kind of deal with him differently. But when you need to be taught some manners still though, even if you're autistic, like if you talk smart to me and you don't respect me, then I'm not going to be playing with you. You're going to have to apologize to me, and then we can start again. You just don't start telling me to do things. Can you help me pick these up? I said, who are you talking to? First of all, I said, you didn't say please. I said, and no, I'm not helping you because you've been rude. You didn't apologize for your behavior.
That's right.
When you apologize for your behavior, I'll help you. I'm sorry. Well, that's what I thought. But let me try that shit again.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. Oh, I'm sorry.
Listen.
Beg my partner.
Now, again, see there? Now, I have to ask again, what was going on before you got there?
Disrespect, I guess.
You know what I mean?
Wait a minute. No, I don't know how many black people they've dealt with, but this is an uppity, no, what's the word they use, babe? Privileged. Yeah, these are privileged people. So we had to break it down into my understanding of what you're trying to tell me that I'm not being clear about. You're not saying it. When you say that you're privileged, I need to handle you differently. That's what you're telling me. Well, they got money, they got bread, okay?
Yeah. Tell them about the motor skills things. What was you teaching the children? I mean, I'll start with the jump rope. How did you teach them the jump rope?
That should be on the other part. Didn't I do that or no? Did I say
No,
that?
we did not.
Oh, okay. The jump rope thing came in, and so they had regular single ropes, and that was a little more difficult for them to get. So I suggested that we try double dutching and the long ropes where, more than one can jump in. Okay, so they got the ropes eventually and they're all into it. I'm teaching them how to twirl, and they try to challenge me and say, it's not twirling, it's turning. I said, I call it twirling. This is twirling. I don't know what you call it, but I call it twirling. You mean coming over here changing what I know. And then they'll try to tell me how to do the game. I said, how are you going to tell me something that I've been doing for 50 years? How are you going to tell me how to do it? How? How's that possible? You can't. Even though I can't do it anymore, I'm still telling you what you're doing wrong because I've done that. Now, I ain't got to do it to know. Not right now, I don't.
So how hard was it for them to catch on to the double dutch versus the single rope?
They're not ready. They're not like us. They're not like us.
Really?
They can't get the beat. They can't get the rhythm.
But which one do they like the best?
Double dutching.
They like the double dutching, and it was teach them how to do what? Their motors with their motor
Oh,
skills.
that's super advanced because you got to, first of all, I taught them you have to listen to the rope because I don't think you have a lot of rhythm. It didn't appear to be that they had a lot of rhythm. Listen to the rope. Once they start listening to the rope, I taught them how to get a rhythm. Right? You go 1, 2. I said 3, and then on go, jump. 1, 2, 3, and go, jump. And the faster you jump, the faster I'm gonna go. They be flying, man.
And what did they refer to as the fire?
Oh yeah, they said the way Miss Shayla teaches us, when it hits the ground, it's like firecrackers when you get too fast.
Yeah, because the rope is.
It has colors in it.
Yeah,
it has all colors of the rainbow in it, so
Okay.
it looks like firecrackers to them when it hits the ground.
Okay, so and then now the other thing that you taught them, the jacks. How did that go?
Oh, I didn't really get to teach them that yet. I introduced it to the what was my position? Facilitator, and told them about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can only play that game in the space where they make things individual. You can't bring personal items in. Even though it's my personal item, but I want to teach them a game. But I can't teach them on the proper floor. I need that type of floor so the ball can bounce, so I can spread it out. And I need to sit down when I teach them.
Right.
Y'all don't want me to sit down. I can't stand up and teach them how to play. Yeah, I got to get down on the floor.
Okay. Now.
Ooh. I want the old lady sitting down and getting too comfortable, even though she's 59. I don't want to get too comfortable.
You mentioned that when you were in the cafeteria and you were, whatever, your art room, and you be one of the young ladies didn't want you to teach.
Oh, no.
But you were coloring.
Yeah, you could call the person who's sitting in the head of the classroom the teacher if you like, I guess. But we're all on the same level. So, but they've been there longer, so I sit back. And I just watch. And if they need something, then I'll jump in. And sometimes I see that they just need me up there, so I just go take over. I not take over, like push them aside, but they may have a student helper. The student helpers sometimes are not competent. You need to go back to the table because you're not helping, you're in the way. In other words, you think you're smart, but you're not. You actually failed grade 2. Why are you in grade 2 trying to act like you're a student helper? You need to sit down and learn grade 2. You're not a leader.
Okay.
Seriously.
Yeah. So, but all the children was leaving the younger teacher and coming over to you.
Oh, accident! I didn't even do it on purpose, dude. I just said, okay, I'm gonna color this little monster truck. I thought it was cute. But I was still paying attention to the game. I'm like, this game sucked. I'm talking about some 7-Up. 7-Up something. I wasn't even paying attention. So you hold your head down and then something calls up and you read. I'm like, that shit boring me. So I start coloring. Here come one. I'm going to color it like you color it, Miss Shayla. Okay, next thing I know, here come 3. Here come 4. The whole class over there. So the next day, she's made sure to specify that there should only be 3 people at the table. If I'm the teacher, they call me teacher. I'm not a teacher. I have no title, but I'm staff. If I'm sitting at a table and 3 children come there, I guess that's all that should really be there. But if you got 5 or 6 or 7, you act like you running the show, I guess. I mean, I wasn't trying to run nothing. I was coloring. I asked them to come over there and color with me. I'm doing my thing.
Again, so this is what I'm talking about. Who are these people, and what is it that is the magnet for the children to come to a grandmother? What is magnifying? What is in you that magnifies them and draws them to you? Well, these young people, they techies.
And story time.
Y'all techies. Y'all know everything.
Here's another story time. Two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Help me remember. It's the tetherball, and then there's one story on the tetherball, and then the other story. Oh, I can't think of it. Oh, I think she told me I was when you start losing your marbles, something. What do they call that?
Loopy?
No, it's a medical thing. Dementia.
Dementia.
She says, and something, whatever the conversation was, I was challenging her on the game, the tetherball, because I was whooping their tail on tetherball. 59-year-old and these 8 and 9-year-old kids. So I call myself the grandma stealer, or the grandma whatever.
The grandma destroyer.
And the little boy says, "You're not my grandma." So I got close to him. I said, "Do it look like that I need you to tell me I'm not your grandmother?" He said, "No." I'm like, "All right then. I know you are. Thank God you ain't mine." That's what I'm thinking. Well, look like I need you to tell me that? I look like,
hey.
I mean, ooh. I gotta figure out how to bleep, y'all, okay? Well, I'm having a moment.
Anyways.
Talk to your fan. Tell them about your fan.
What fan? Well, this is about you right now.
Tell them about your fan.
I don't know who my fan is.
Okay, I don't know his fan's name, but we
she
appreciate the subscriber.
Yeah.
I think she subscribed, and I appreciate your comments. That helps my channel to grow. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I've been.
I appreciate all
I've
that.
been doing this a long time with him.
Yeah. 40 years. Going on 41. Okay.
No, it's not. We're 40 this year in June. This year it'll be 40. Is this what year is it? 2020? Yeah. I'll tell you.
Anyways.
Ooh, I almost licked that.
It's 40 years.
We were married in 1985. June 1985.
Yeah.
So June 2025 would be 40 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what day did we get married on?
Years.
We've been arguing about that forever.
The 28th.
Oh, he finally remembers. He always go back and forth because
I say it was the 25th.
February is a loop month, a loop year thing.
Leap year.
Leap year. Some years it's 29 and some years it's 28. And by the way, to my sister Buki, you are not a Pisces, you are an Aquarius according to the sun signs. I know she's never going to see this because she doesn't watch my show.
Yeah, what
her baby sister's channel.
Yeah.
She just swears she's a Pisces. How are you a Pisces?
You can't be.
Siraj was born on the 7th. I was born on, my mom says the 10th. Mm-hmm. And you were born on the 12th, but you don't jump to the Pisces sign. How you going to do that? Yeah, Buki, I said it.
Well, the 365 got us twisted. Is what it is, though. But anyways, so we was getting
all day.
Now,
how many minutes we got?
No, you ain't getting to your resignation part.
Oh, the resignation.
We have to get when you called them today, I said that we kind of messed up because at that time my mind wasn't clicking. You know, I knew what was going on, but my mind wasn't clicking. When she told me that that she decided that, hey, I'm not gonna go back because, which my opinion is that you should have been at home anyway because we got other things that you could do, right? But nevertheless, it's what she likes. So
it's for my mental, and I thought it would be for my physical, but not to that degree.
Nah, not with the injury that you have. It's not gonna good. It's never gonna be a good physical thing. Okay, your injury just won't allow you to be that way. Plus, you know,
like my brother said to me, he said, "You gonna go in there and let them fix it?" I said, "I will die with this injury. There's no way I'm letting somebody in my back to adjust my back. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna die with it."
So, and that's always been a disability. You know what I'm saying? But what was interesting is, like I said, that when they called you, and I said that what she should have been telling her is, look.
When I called them.
Yeah, when you called them, you should have been, just like you should have been, look. don't want to have to, you know, do this type of letter of resignation based on these facts right here. This is my problem. Or should I say, it's my argument with you. This is my argument with you that I'm having right now. Before I came to your program, I noticed that how certain children conducted themselves, right? And it's like you started bringing a different energy there. And what was really being said, okay, look, I noticed that, I'm going to name a couple things. I noticed that the children there, how they had low motor skills. And then when I came, I started teaching them different motor skills. My question to you is why did it take me to come here to teach these children different motor skills, and you guys have been here all this time and never taught these children this?
And why is it that I have to tell you age group 3rd through 6th, when they're outside and they don't have enough entertainment, that makes them get into things. So they need things to play with. They're really not interested in those slides and swings when they're like in the what age, 8 to 11 or 12. I said they trying to explore other stuff. That's little kid stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't want them to have balls way out in the yard. They got, I don't know how much yard, I don't know, an acre out there they could be running and playing. But they up against houses in the subdivision, and the children are throwing rocks in our backyard. Woman, y'all moved to the back of a school. What did you expect? Your house is luxury, but you're living in the back of, but you don't want no rocks, no balls, and all that stuff to get into your yard.
Boys will be boys.
Well,
because I can almost guarantee you,
they doing it on
it's them
purpose.
little naughty head boys.
Naughty head, they ain't naughty head.
Or straight head boys.
Whatever, you know.
Just throwing them rocks. Because if it was back in my day, I would have been the one throwing rocks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's not too many girls that's going to be doing stuff like that. They may do other things, but they definitely not going to be throwing rocks too often. Well, again, they might today.
Because they're men. Yeah, they was talking. I did this with one of them.
So y'all forgive me for saying y'all gonna throw rocks. Y'all throw rocks too.
Okay, so this is a really cute little. She's probably in the 5th or 6th grade. Really cute, just like a overly typical little cute white girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a couple of occasions where I noticed that she does this, and when she's with her black friend, these little things. So I'm cool, whatever. I just thought maybe she's comfortable with who she is, but she liked a little culture twist. On a couple of conversations, I had asked all the kids, I said, who's your Valentine? And they would tell me. And some of them would say, I don't have one. I said, well, who's your Valentine's? It's none of your business. And she walked away. I said, oh, you can't talk to me no more. Don't even come back over here. We're not even cool no more.
Mm-hmm.
Who you think you talking to?
See?
It's none of your business. And then she'd be all up in my face. I'm like, what? I'm thinking like, this is a little child, Shayla. You can't handle her like a woman. If she don't get out my face the way you was rude to me. Y'all, it's time. I'm finna cut this.
Wait, no.
I'm finna cut it.
You can't because we didn't finish the part about the resignation letter.
Okay, what else?
Because we went off subject.
What else was supposed to be added?
Okay, so what I'm saying is, these are kind of the things you should explain to them. All the things that you noticed that just like the list you would now, you should have had that list played out. And this is what I did, for the children. You being here this time, you didn't do this for the children. I did this. You being here this time, you didn't do this for the children. So you show them what your value is, and so that if you're going to let me go because you refuse to give me the proper accommodation.
Or is it because, and I get this, like no shade against somebody who's over you. Like it goes, before I took my step down, I was assistant facilitator. Then there's a facilitator. And then there's a supervisor. And then the supervisor has a director, that line right there. So if I step down and go to just staff, is okay with me, switch staffs, maybe the woman would be better with her, and I would have less hours. I wouldn't have so much pressure on me, right? Because I only work in the evening and not split shift. That was hard on my body as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
in fact, I'm going to give you this resignation letter, but I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't accept it, right? Because these are all the things I brought to your program, and while I'm sending you this, also I'm gonna send one to your director.
oh, she go. And
About
we could
about
see
what my value was that I brought to the children.
we could see all three of them. I don't even think I have like the facilitator's email. Look, I'm your assistant, but I don't have your email. Okay. And then she introduced me in a certain way to some other people one day. She thought I didn't catch it. Well, this is the assistant facilitator, Shayla. I guess she's my assistant.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't know I'm your assistant? So you're okay with introducing me to some people as your assistant, but then other people you're like, well, I guess. Thought I wasn't gonna catch that shit. I mean, that language.
Well, see, again, this would be
either I am or I'm not.
See, this would be a good way to, like, cause these directors, you know how they can be. Right?
I know how all of them can be.
Why? Because you messing with their money. This is a trust that they have. You see what I'm saying? And that trust is valuable. And if they have some people that's below them that can jeopardize that trust, guess what? They're going to be in their neck. The director might come and see them.
Well, this would have caused them to, this might have gotten to the director. So the supervisor, can I talk about what I asked for? You said it's only certain things I should say on here and not be exposing everything, but.
I wouldn't have any idea what you.
Oh, okay. I can cut it out if it's too much. When I was telling her about my injury before they actually hired me.
Yes.
And then she said, "Well, okay, I'll accommodate you. If you need to sit, then sit. I'm the supervisor." Okay, so I go in there. I'm feeling good. I can sit when I want to. I can get up when I want to. I'm still dealing with the children. I'm being active. I push myself to a where I'm like, okay, I need to sit down. And I thought it was cool, but I wasn't really too much into watching the staff. I'm trying to do my job. Y'all would correct me if I'm doing something wrong, but I'm not focused on the other staff. I'm there for the children. I'm there to make sure the children don't hurt themselves, to just be there for them. Show love and support to the children.
Yeah.
So I think that unintentionally after a while, if I talk to you, I'll talk to you, but I'm not focused on trying to be friends with y'all and y'all getting y'all clicks.
No,
I don't have time. I don't want that.
I
don't want to be their friends. I want us just to be cool.
Not to cut your wisdom, but I have to ask you, can you now see what was going on?
No, I can't.
You can't see what was going on. You can't see your value?
Mm-mm.
You couldn't?
Mm-mm.
There was you was changing not only the atmosphere, but the children had a different respect for you than they had for those other people. Even though they had some of their little,
yes,
their little stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it was something that you was teaching them that nobody else was teaching them.
And
they wasn't capable.
One of the guys, I didn't even think he knew who I was. They know I'm there, but they don't talk to me like that. Some of them just do their own thing. Like I said, they're good. Mm-hmm. And he came up to me, we like it when you're over us and third and up. We like it when you're in charge of us. So they have their picks.
Well, they do, but what I'm saying is, you seen in a short period of time that you was there, the effect that you had on, even if they didn't really like you like that, you seen that they even had an effect on them.
I have to say this though, wait. Why is it that, like, there's a group, it goes up to like 100, the number of children that we have. The grand total can go up to 100, but it varies. Like, it'll go up to 40 to 60 to 70, but it can get pretty high. So they get mad when you don't remember their name. I'm like, dude, there's one of me. Y'all don't even know my name. And you expect I'm going to remember all y'all name? Kindergartners, first and second, all the way up to the 6th grade. I said, I'm not that good. I'm just not. And then they call me by my first name. That's not what you're not going to do. Because I'm Miss Shayla to you. You're not on my level. You're a kid. I have children that are older older than you, and I have grandchildren that are your age or older. How dare you?
All right. Now, see, this is what I'm saying.
Do you want to live to be old or not? You have to learn to respect people.
But this is what I was saying. Why? How was this going on while you was there?
Oh,
you follow me?
It's just now coming up to me. Yeah, it's hitting me now.
Before you got there, this is how they were acting. And nobody was correcting them. Nobody was actually teaching these children.
Oh, I messed up. I feel it. Because she would say, when the children get like that, send them to me. Because they know when they go to Miss Tracy, they're in trouble. But I'm thinking, I don't need to always send them to you. I can check them myself, and I don't need to write them up either.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do no writing up. I will if you want me to, but I have not written up any child since I've been there. I handle it. And I think that she doesn't like that. I didn't know that. I tell her about the incidents, and I tell them I just resolve them. Why does everything have to come to you?
All right.
I don't. Okay. See, that's why I'm probably not a good employee, because I don't think that you want to be bothered with everything. I just handle it. I'm trying to take a load off you. I am the assistant facilitator, right? It doesn't need to get to you.
Okay. So why would that person want you to do that all the time, rather than you just handling it, right?
I don't know.
It's called job security. I want to control all that because they want all the accolades, but wait a minute, these children is acting badly. And this is why they keep coming to you, because they've been acting badly and nobody's been correcting them.
Come on.
You see what I'm saying?
Come on, somebody need to check them. They don't. I'm letting you know right now.
So
for somebody that does not look like you and that you're not used to seeing, this is very disrespectful.
Yeah.
Very disrespectful.
I'm going to ask you again. Can you see your value?
Oh,
in
more
that
and more
person?
and more.
Right,
More
then.
and more.
That's what I was trying to get you to see.
I love
and
the
we should have
children.
saw that before then.
I love them. All of them. I have a special love for them. Sometimes they come hug me. I feel that love from them children.
Mm-hmm.
So it hurts me to leave them. Whew.
Now you probably better shut it off now.